if you're going to get involved with network marketing or MLM in 2025, and we're in January right now, and it honestly doesn't matter when you're going to get involved with this. Could be years from now if you stumble across this video. There's several things that you have to take in mind, and that's that it's going to be so much hype thrown your way. I want to debunk the myths, the garbage, the stuff that's going to flow into your sphere when it comes to looking in this business, kind of give you a mindset of what you need to discern as you move forward. In other words, vet people, call them out for their garbage in order to have a healthy mindset going into this and then making a good decision if you're going to do the industry. Because last thing I want is to have people get involved in network marketing, which is also known as MLM, the dreaded pyramid scam, as we all say it, and then do it for like 3 weeks or 2 months, 10 years, and then start doing interviews on podcasts with anti-MLM people saying, I was brainwashed for 10 years. It doesn't say much about your character if it took you 10 years to figure that out. It says a lot more about your inability to discern, and you're just burnt and jaded by a business model that you just couldn't do. So listen to me very carefully. Network marketing, MLM, whatever you choose to call it, is simply sales. That's all it is. You have a product or a service. You are selling the product or the service, and then you are influencing, trying to recruit other people to see the value in selling the product or the service. There's so many people out there that are going to start criticizing you, saying you make money off the people you recruit and it's a scam and all this. I don't know how else to explain this. Every company out there has a product they need to sell. It could be a phone covers, right? And that phone cover needs to be sold. So instead of doing it traditional business by putting it in a retailer or advertising it or doing affiliate marketing where, hey, I sell and you use the code IZZO and then I get the number of, 10 people this month bought it, so we're going to pay for that. It's 100% pure commission on the sale. So that means you have to know how to sell, which means you have to know how to talk to people. And that's the biggest problem we have in network marketing. We have a slew of people who have had what we call success based on lying, manipulation, doing social media reels and saying, oh my God, I'm on the beach. I retired my husband. Here I am in my bikini and I'm living my best life ever. And you can too. And then you try to duplicate that and realize, well, you don't have bleach blonde hair. You don't have augmented chest and you're not wearing a bikini and, you're not in the best kind of shape, but you're not having the same attraction success that people are selling and diluting it as the idea of that's what all it takes is to sell in this business. Anyone who's educated, who has the ability to sell can really do this business. It honestly takes one key factor, and that's influence. There you have manipulation, you have influence. Manipulation is what most people do. They'll guilt you. They'll leverage your faith. Hey, oh my gosh, we all praise Jesus, of which I'm a Christian, and I cannot stand when people bring faith into the network marketing business, which is a lot. It's so disturbing. Just get 2 people, you get six figures in your next 6 years or next 6 months, next 6 weeks and all that. Influence is literally your ability to positively, not manipulatively, sway, persuade, help somebody make a decision that will benefit them, and you don't leave them high and dry. You don't get them in, and once they wind up signing on the dotted line and paying that entry fee, you leave them off to their own devices and go, all you got to do is get 2 people. You got to believe in yourself. So I want to talk very exclusively about the network marketing business when you're going into 2025 and saying flat out, if you are not afraid of hard work, and it's an insane amount of hard work. It is literally, you have to make sure that you schedule your day. You cold call. You don't put out some funnel. It's about serving people. You have to have conversations. Text messages will not do it. If you think you're just going to text a bunch of people, emails, no, it's not going to do it. You have to be able to spend considerable amount of time on the phone with people. You have to serve them, find out what their problems are, what their needs are, what their wants are. And then you have to be able to reel that in by then telling them what your needs, your wants, your expectations are, and not leveraging that into, oh, hey, I listened to you for 20 minutes talk about your kids. Hey, if I send you a video, will you? And say, listen, I appreciate your position with your kids. I might have a solution. I believe in it. I want you to see it. I want you to take a look at what I'm doing. And I want to talk about gaining your business. Off the bat, I think you need to do some sales skills. Go check out the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort's sales concepts. Per pitching, which is a lot of what we do, because you can't sell somebody. You can't pitch. you can't get them interested. Oren Clough, go check out his content. Go read and learn and understand what the industry is. I tell you, this is a great book. Just go read Business of the 21st Century. It's a small book. Learn what this is. And there's a lot of philosophies to it. And I've done much content on this, the Bull of MLM Network Marketing Warfare channel. There's my number at the bottom, 708-982-0974. I don't care what business you're with. I don't care if you're with a competing company. I don't care if you're with somebody else. I want to help you succeed in your network marketing business. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm always going to tell you the truth. You may not like hearing it. And yes, of course, I'm always going to try to recruit you and see the value of what I do to be on my team instead and work, because I have a very, very, very big passion for this industry doing the right way. I want to look at this. This is a 5-year-old video, how to build a successful network marketing business with Eric Worre. And Eric Worre is a great example of some of like the progression that leaders take in the industry. And what you'll see for the most part is a lot of people are so ashamed to say, listen, I've got a shelf life in network MLM. I can do it for 5 years and I'm burnt. 2 years, I'm burnt. Whatever. I hit the top of normally what happens with a lot of the anti-MLM influencers, and what they do is they will hit the top of where they're at and understand that it's not coasting. You still have to do a ton of work to stay on that. And then they don't want to do it because they were sold a bill of goods that lied. And, once you get to the top, you don't have to do anything. And it's perpetual income based on nothing. No, you stop working, man. Your income goes down like anything else. And people need to start, saying the reality of that. So it's hard work. I'm in the industry. I've been in the industry since 2012. I love it because I love sales. Sales to me, it's a game. It's a fight. It's a battle of wills. It is a competition that I get out of it, right? I love the sale. But then again, too, on the outside of it, I love the building of it. It's always a challenge for me. Believe it or not, it's like my people skills, which I think are great. I'm always trying to improve them. So once I get somebody in the business, it's like, man, I got to work on retaining them in. That's a skill set that I don't have that well. So now I want to improve on that. Network marketing, in my opinion, when I left law enforcement coming into this industry, it's a new path to improve myself. And yeah, you really have to be honest, transparent. You have to have integrity, and you have to never lie. And you have to be willing to put in the work. And you're going to understand that people have their own agenda. They've got their own willpower. They've got their own needs, their own wants. They may not align with yours. So when it comes down time to the success of network marketing, it's relative. We need to stop saying that millionaires are successful in network marketing. I will tell you flat out, find a benchmark. Get a car payment. When you start making a car payment a month in network marketing, I think that should be your first rung of saying, okay, I'm successful. Stop trying to sit there and create a 6-figure a month income in your first 2 months of this industry. It's not possible. And for those who say that it is, trust me, I will always pull back the reality of what they did to get there, front loading, back loading, not telling you that they did 6 months worth of work and they all compiled into one day when the business launched, all that garbage. It's all meant for flash. And what do? We're like fish, with a real shiny lure that's in the water. Oh, look, we got to go get that. It's not always the brightest, shiny toys. I want to watch this. Let's talk about it. I've never seen this before. I'm very interested in checking out what Eric has to say on this. And I'm going to agree with him. Maybe I'm disagree with him. But I think that long-form content on YouTube needs to be put out more for network marketing so that you, the consumer, you study more. It can't just be a 60-second reel and you think that's what the industry is. You have to treat this like it's a profession. And if you were going to go into coffee as a business or cigars like I am, you need to study what kind of leaf is the outer wrap, what kind of leaf are the filler leaves, what was the history of them, what's the difference, why does the combustion rate burn slower on a cigar that's one ring gauge than another. You really want to learn everything about your craft, and I think that's essential, and what we don't do in the MLM space, which makes us look extremely amateurish, and it makes us look very unprofessional, and it perpetuates the people who come in, they believe in us, they get burnt, they go online, they say it's a scam, and then that's all we do for research. So I'm open for criticism always in this industry. I want to improve it, and you have my number to contact me to ask me anything at all. All right, let's take a look at this together with Eric Worre. This is how to build a successful network marketing business with Eric Worre. Oh, I was going to say this. Going back to the shelf life thing, you hardly see these leaders who are in MLM still in MLM. They're all teaching the course. That is what modern day I know a lot of influencers love to talk about scams, and everything is a scam to this younger generation out here. It's all a scam. It's no, dude, you just don't do the work. I think if you have somebody, and I like him, believe it or not, I have a soft spot to a degree for Wes Watson. I'm using him as an example. He's not here to defend himself. He sells a program. That's what people do. Sell programs. Everybody is selling a program, and people want the lifestyle they have, and there are certain caveats with that program, this and that. But because the program didn't work for somebody, didn't follow through X, Y, Z, next thing you know, CoffeeZilla and everybody else is going to be doing, this guy's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. Holy shit, and shove me in it, man. Everything to people is a scam. The bottom line with network marketing, you sell products or service, and then you influence people to see the value in what you do, and then they sell products or service, and your income is based off of your ability to continue, your ability to taproot down and get the people that you got to entrust you on this journey to sell more. And sometimes, most of the time, that requires you working twice as hard now. So if you have a team of 10, that now you're working 10 times as hard now. It does not, and it is not, and it never will, never did get easier the more people you bring into this industry. I will give you every reason in the world not to join MLM because I don't want these people in here. I'm so tired of such a low barrier of entry for people to come in, start teams, act like they've been doing this for 2 months and they're an expert, and all you got to do is believe in yourself, and all you got to do is talk to 2 people. We need you gone. We need all you housewives who parade around your bikinis on a beach showing, I made $2,000 in 2 minutes from my phone. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you can't maintain it because the people you put in underneath you that you didn't teach true sales skills, closing skills, pitching skills, follow-up skills, marketing skills, cold calling skills, warm market skills. You didn't sit there and teach any of those true skills. All you did was say, put up a reel. You are the frauds that we need gone. We need to get rid of you in 2025 and beyond. All right, let's watch this together.
Entrepreneurship's tough. So we live in a world where in previous years, and still today, people overhype what network marketing can do for them instead of saying it's just a vehicle for entrepreneurial expression with a lot of support, a very low price of entry, no real upside, and flexibility to be able to operate around your...
No real upside? I'll give you, if he's admitting, the video should stop right there. If there's no real upside, why are you doing it? There's no point. I hope he misspoke. Upsides for network marketing, if the second you see that you're able to sell one person with success, and one of the methods with network marketing is it's a third party call, and it's supposed to be a validation call. So I reach out to you. And normally what happens is people get involved with network marketing, go to their warm market first, their friends and their family. And I go, hey, John, I'm in this business and I'm being so successful. You do all the emotional hype. It's going to be great. I'm going to make a ton of money, blah, blah, blah. Hey, would you listen to Jane? Jane's my upline. And then you shut me up by agreeing with me. So I get Jane on the phone, or I schedule it, and 9 times out of 10, Jane doesn't answer, which is always a great thing because you did exactly what she said to do. Just find 2 people, but she didn't tell you whether or not she's going to be available. And then Jane said, Jane, you're reliant on Jane's ability to have her mind in the moment completely focused on closing that. Because what you do then is you call Jane, hey, Jane, this is John. I just talked to him on the phone. He's a manager for Starbucks. He's looking to do something different. I want to introduce you to, and I'm gonna mute myself out and I'm gonna be listening. And then you shut up. You say nothing. That's what all your upline tells you. You introduce them to me. You tell me about them, and then you shut up, mute yourself out, do not talk, do not interrupt, don't do anything, blah, blah, blah. You need to get to the point, it's my experience, where, oh my God, don't ever do those. Once you learn, the upside is learning sales. Now, it took me a long time to realize this. I came from the greatest sales background on the planet. I was a police officer. My job was to prevent you from fighting when I had to arrest you. So I had to influence you that the decision you were going to make to willfully put your hands behind your back was in the best interest of you and it benefited you. So that meant I had to talk to you. I had to implore you. I had to sit there and, sometimes lead you and go, all right, listen, Put your hands behind your back. I'm not going to tell you again. Or, hey, listen, I don't want to arrest you in front of your kids. Let's get outside and put your hands. I had to find a way to talk you into handcuffs. And the second I realized that that's what I was phenomenal at, that I went, oh my God, sales is easy. When you get to but I could not translate that to network marketing in the beginning, because you could tell me, oh, it's a pyramid scam. And I would be like, well, and I couldn't define what a pyramid scam was until I got educated. Well, you don't make any real money off of, I couldn't define that. I needed my upline. And then there were times when my upline, they weren't available, or they were having a bad day, or they were tired, or they were offbeat. And I'm like, that's costing me money. When I realized I don't want to call my upline and have him screw it up or her screw it up, or the upline doesn't care half as much about my sale, regardless of what they say they do. Then I needed to know, man, I have to learn how to present, pitch, close, handle objections, navigate the conversation properly, lead, don't manipulate, influence. I had to do all that. So that's when the study for this industry really kicked into me. And if you're going to get in this industry, think about that first, right? What do you want to achieve? The upside is you really learn how to get good at interacting with people, especially if you have integrity and your intentions are good, and how to sell without using other people. And you could translate that skill anywhere else. So upsides, that's one of them. Other upsides is it does, based on your intent and your intentions, it makes you a better human being, right? Because then you start to see, how are you going to answer people coming in going, dude, John, you recruited me. I paid the $100 to join your team. It's been 3 months. I haven't sold anything. You got to take a step back and go, you know what, man, this is a legitimate problem. This guy is paying every month for his product. You know, I tried explaining it to him like you're owning your own franchise and all this. What is the upside? The upside is you learn how to navigate the proper objections, the hard issues that come to you in business. Network marketing is a fantastic place to learn business and how to properly act with integrity. If that's not on your plate, don't do it. Just get out of it.
Your schedule. I mean, it's a dream for somebody with entrepreneurial efforts or ambitions. So the critics, what I tell everybody, including, if you have friends and family like, oh, rolling their eyes at you, let me just tell you, network marketing is not perfect, but it's better. It's better than any form of entrepreneurship on earth. It's better than traditional small business. In the United States, it's $55,000 the average person spends to start a traditional business, and half of those fail in their first year. They don't get their money back, right? They lost their job. They sacrificed.
If you've never seen my presentation, and they're in the cataloged sections of these videos, I talk about how I owned a gym for 3 years and the amount of money it took me to open up my doors, and that took 11 months to do it after I had the keys for the place. So the money I lost on all this. One of the best things about network marketing is the accountability. If you are not disciplined, network marketing has the potential to increase your discipline. And what I mean by that is you work from home. There's always something else to do. There's always another scrolling on your Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and there's always food to go look in the fridge. There's always just laying back and being lazy. There's certain tricks that I did to accelerate my business when I work from home. I tried never to sit at my desk. I tried always to change my state, and state changing you could find from Anthony Robbins and how to do that. I had music, positive music on the background, even if it was 80s rock. I always dress. Doesn't make a difference. If I work from home, I'm still wearing a 3-piece suit because it puts me in a state of, I have a business. And the only person who's going to make money is me. And then for me, again, because I'm goal-oriented and I love challenges, having that 100% commission, you don't work, you don't get paid. And, maybe you're doing other things and a month flies by and you're like, ooh, that paycheck went down that month. Ooh. So it does. In my opinion, it is, for discipline's sake, the greatest entrepreneurial business out there, because it's 100% reliant on you. The company doesn't care. The company doesn't care. If you sell one order a year, company's fine with that. That's still one more than they sold. They don't have to pay you anymore. That's it. You sell 1,000, company doesn't care. They pay you regardless. So when it all boils down to it, You also need to remember, I don't care which network marketing your company you're into, you're treated the same. You're just as expendable as anybody else. The value you have, and I'm not knocking on any owners out there who say that, they value you when you work. So we really need to address that. This is America. It's capitalism. It is what it is. You're only as good as what you did the day before, or what you're going to do tomorrow. And I don't care what industry you're in. So stop trying to think that you're special in an industry or in a business and start focusing on you. So you really do need to be selfish when you do network marketing and ask how you're going to improve, how you're going to structure your day, your time, your selling, all that. And then that's going to be also something you're going to need to put on your team, because if you're not working for them, like I said, you could just strictly sell an MLM. Or when you have a team, now you need to double your plate up because you're doing twice the work, and you better get used to that.
Advice, their family, they did all these different things, and $55,000 for the average person to start a traditional small business. The average person inside of network marketing is certainly less than $1,000 to be able to start the business. Huge support that isn't available to a traditional business owner. The product's taken care of for you, all the research and development, shipping, and everything else, all the support systems, trainings and events and recognition systems and incentives and everything else. It's all taken care of.
I disagree with the support systems, because most of the time the support system is your upline, and I don't think you should ever depend on your upline, especially if you have no idea what this industry is. You need to go learn, and I teach this for free. I do not charge for any programs for MLM. Go look at the past videos I've done. Learn to define what a pyramid scam is. You need to ask your upline, what did the network marketing industry do for income? What did they generate last year? What was the dollar amount? You want to know what the industry generated. How do you define a pyramid scam? When somebody sits there and says, you got to believe in yourself, what does that mean? You will hear most of the training is reinforcement on emotion. Network marketing attracts emotionally I won't say weak, but people who are desiring to be a part of a culture. There's 3 C's I always teach: cash flow, commerce, and culture. Yeah, I'm passionate about the cash flow. I'm very money driven. Money makes the world go round. It's energy. If the more money I have, the more things I could do for people. Commerce, your business. What product are you selling? What service are you selling? Are you passionate about that? I am, to a degree. I'm passionate about the company I'm with, but I'm more passionate about the money I make on it. And then the community. I'm not very passionate about the network marketing community, the culture, because the culture is manipulation, and people just refuse to admit that. We all teach each other the kumbaya, feel good, I love you. If you go to, I've never been to a corporate event for any company I've ever been to, because I do not like the disingenuous, I'm going to hug you and we all love each other and I love you, bro. You don't know me. You don't know me. The company itself will always educate you properly on the product itself. I think there's a liability issue. I think there's an integrity issue, and they should. But when it comes down to selling, you rarely get quality sales training. You get guest speakers, and those guest speakers are not going to teach you the how to handle objections, how to sit there and clear out of your mind. Well, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. Should I call? Where's my analysis paralysis? How do I open up the conversation? What do I do? That's just mastering your craft. When you learn and you have confidence in your product and your ability to talk to people, all those answers come up organically. You're going to answer them for yourself. It's really incredible. But you're not going to get that proper sales training. So I don't think when he says the support system, typically that's all emotional. That's all emotional. So if you're looking for a bunch of people that truly, in the beginning, their emotional investment is in you, and watch how it drops off. Their emotional investment is in you because you're dollar signs to them. But when they see, your first 2 days, you're like, yeah, I'm going to call 5 people, and you don't. And then they say, make a list of 100 people and call them, and you don't do it. You watch how often your phone rings, your text messages come through. Your upline is going to have an interest in you, and they're going to care about you as long as you are productive. And just watch. It's like any other business. The more that productivity falls off, the less they're going to wind up reaching out. So I disagree with them on 2 things so far. The network marketing doesn't have an upside. I think that's completely disagreeable. It has a massive upside for independence in business, in being an entrepreneur. And then your support system, no, your support system in network marketing traditionally is just, hi, I love you, I believe in you, I want to pour myself into you, I want to manifest to you. Get real. Teach me how to sell without manipulating, or I have no use for you. And that's what we do on this channel, and that's the purpose of that.
Care of. It's better than anything. And I will debate anybody, anytime, on any stage in the world that network marketing is better than other forms of entrepreneurship for the average person. Because guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of money. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of flexibility. Guess what the average person doesn't have? A lot of skill and ability and talent.
Yeah, that's what you do need. You do need skill, you need ability, and you need talent, and you need to be working on that all the time. And the barrier for entry, I wish they would change. I wish instead of $50, $100, $250, or $1,000 to get into network marketing, I wish it would be $5,000. I wish it would be $10,000, because this way people would sit there and go, man, I have a lot to lose, and they would focus better on it.
Those people with heart, guess what you need inside of network marketing to be successful? You got to be hungry, and you got to be coachable.
But we need a better series of coaches. We don't have that many good coaches. There's a few, and I mean, of those that I follow and I pay attention to, they're fantastic. I've interviewed them on the channel, but man, no, we need better coaching, because that's what we're lacking in this industry.
Be willing to learn, and the profession itself will be patient with you and will help you develop yourself into an entrepreneur. So that's my mission. I want to help you. I want to help everybody out there that's watching this, and anybody that you know. I want to help them too. I want to help you make the decision to get in here and start earning some money, and then I want to help you the decision, or give you the capacity, the ability to level up. Boom.
Before you even look at this and he goes into his spiel on this, understand, yeah, it's all possible. It is all possible. It's work 24/7. And it's learning when to cut people loose, and it's learning when to pour into people more, and it's learning when to take over a sale, and it's learning when to just ride their ass, and it's learning when to, and it's going to take years. It's going to take years. I mean, the greatest network marketer we have ever seen, Jessie Lee Ward. God, the world is such a quiet place without her, man. And she was one of the kindest people on the planet when it came down to her friendship. And she would, I say all the time, I brag. I had Jessie Lee Ward's phone number. I could call her. Hundreds, if not thousands of people did. That woman was the biggest extrovert on the planet who genuinely backed up her ability to sit there and pour into people. That's why she was a multimillionaire. That's why everybody clamored to get on her team. Doesn't mean people will like her. The one thing that I can't stand with network marketing is the illusion that the system has to be duplicatable. People think that means they have to be like so-and-so. And you've noticed we haven't had another Jessie Lee Ward. I think she passed going on 2 years, right? So the system has to be duplicatable. Yeah, pour into people, sell, present value, pitch, close, get people to join, teach them to pitch, close, sell, present value, handle objections. That's all it is, but you have to be your own person. Sometimes you understand, my God, I suck. I'm not a people person. I can't do this job. Well, but wait a second. I'm under Izzo. Hey, listen, I could bring the people. That's the best I could do. Can you sell for me? Yeah, 100% I can. So before you get thinking that so many of you will be pitched, join my team, ask your upline, what am I joining your team for? Are you going to sell for me? If I bring people for you and I never want to sell, you going to sell for me? Yeah, let's hear your pitch. Let's hear your close. Let's hear your objection handling skills. And understand it's going to take a lot of time. A lot of time. Give yourself 5 years minimum before you have an income coming in where you start to breathe and go, okay. You want to be a millionaire? I'm saying 10 years in this industry. I'm saying 10 years.
Boom, 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 boom. That's my mission. That's what I want to do to help you, okay? So today is a primer. Today is just an introduction in order to be able to get your mind where it needs to be in order to be able to capture the opportunity that you have found yourself in. Okay? So let's talk about the framework.
I don't even know what the point of that was. This is what they do with the Flash. This is why I really want you to understand this industry. What is level 1 through 5? And I hope he presents it later on in this video. But again, there's so much ambiguity in this industry. I'd be raising my hand going, are you going to explain what you just had on there? What are these levels? What do they consist of? What is this about? I'm hoping that I'm jumping the shark here. And he puts that. I've never seen this before. I'm watching it in real time with you. But these are the things that captivate you as you're sitting, right? You agreed to go meet somebody at the Renaissance in Schaumburg, and they rented out the room, right? And there's 200 seats in there, and a third of them are full, and people are scattered all over. And you got the guy that comes out and goes, hey, how are you? It's great to see you. And they do the whole opening, you know, almost like Vegas dinner MC routine, and they're there to wow you and impress you. And you see these numbers. What does that mean? What does that mean? They got you to point Z. They never talked about point A and every other point in between to get to that point. So just remember, it's a tactic. There is nothing, and you should have a pad and a pen and write down hundreds of questions to ask someone. And if there's a difference between not having the answers for all of them and not being willing to. And then being willing to explain, listen, I know I've asked you this a million times. I just don't understand the compensation plan. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, listen, I am probably not explaining this right then. You mean this and you're fine with this? I'm going to find an answer. I'm going to find somebody explain it great. Even if, and it happens all the time, if you're somebody who's leading other people, you found a person, right? You spent 3 weeks to find the right person and get them on the schedule and this and that. And the person goes, I heard it. I'm just not doing this business anymore. Next. You can't be frustrated. This is business. It happens all the time. So don't take anything personally in this industry. Don't sell anything personally. Don't be personally. This is business. And if you don't take that approach, you will become a manipulator and you will fail.
Here and start earning some money. And then I want to help you the decision or give you the capacity. Talk about the framework of what I want to share today. What does it take to be successful in network marketing? After having been in this business for a long time, what does it take to be successful? One, you've got...
Number one, discipline. If you don't have discipline, you will fail. Discipline is the most important skill, attribute, thing you need for this industry. If you don't have it, just stop the video right now.
To develop your mindset, and I'll talk about what that means in a moment. Two, you have to master a simple set of skills.
First, you have to determine what two is your intent. What's your intent? Because it doesn't matter what your skills are unless you have intent. If your intent is, mine is to make money, then I have subcategories underneath that. Well, to make money, I have to serve people with integrity, because if I manipulate you into selling, underneath me as a recruiter and it goes south, you're going to be bad-mouthing me online like crazy. If I manipulate you into buying a product and all of a sudden it's not what you want, and then there's that buyer's remorse instantly because you felt guilted into it, you're going to bad-mouth me online. So your intent, discipline and intent are your top two. Everything else, that supports it. Skills are great. Yeah, but you can have all the skills in the world, but your intent, man, manipulate or influence, it goes one with the other.
That every single one of you can master if you focus on it. Three.
Some of you can't focus on it. Some of you can't master sales. Some of you can't master pitching and closing. That's why being part of a team, I've restarted my team so many times because they just don't have the same passion and drive and I do. And my standards, my level of expectation for standards are too high. I'm never going to lower them. Never going to lower them. Because if I lower them, then I'm going to start doing the same thing everybody else is doing. So it's not wrong if you're like, I've tried to master this a million times. I just can't master sales. Well, let's find out what you can do. So don't think that you have to. Find out what you're good at. Work with that.
You have to have strategy to use the skills and the mindset in order to be able to maximize your time.
That's discipline. It falls under
mindset,
discipline.
Skills, strategy.
Discipline, intent,
now see,
application.
All of this has to do with you.
Of course.
With you. This is not the company's responsibility. This is not your enroller's responsibility. This is not anybody's responsibility. This is your responsibility. Let me tell you, let me save you some pain.
Sure.
Can I save you some pain? I hope I can save you some pain. The pain of network marketing is to not change these things and to hope for things to change.
No, the pain of network marketing is being lied to by an upline who manipulated you in, and you sat there and believed them, and oh my gosh, and I'm going to be a millionaire. That's the pain of network marketing. So that's why you need to know what the business is before. There's nothing wrong. If somebody says, hey, I want to tell you my business, I'm looking to, and you find out they want to recruit you, they should be willing to wait and have you go, okay, listen, and they should give you give me a week. I want to research your company. I want to research this industry. Oh, well, no, man, you got to get it now. No, give me a week. Give me 5 days. I want to learn everything I can because I'm going to come back with you a list of questions. If they're not that way, they have a problem with that, run.
Do it. Nobody else. Okay? So let's talk about mindset first. Let's see how we're doing on time. We got 45 minutes. All right, cool. And I have to know, how many people are watching on Twitch? Is anybody watching on Twitch?
I saw that one person.
One person's watching. Why is mindset such a big deal? Here's why mindset is such a big deal.
It's always the whiteboard. And I love the whiteboard when you can show correlation, but it's always the whiteboard for these presentations. It used to be PowerPoint that was really big, but people started to determine that nobody pays attention to this stuff. They just pay attention to the order. The better speaking skills you have, the better you'll captivate your audience. That's the point. But it's always the whiteboard. Yeah, oh, look, because somebody has a whiteboard, they're fancy and this and that. Just remember. Okay, so you're going to hear about mindset. Let's find out, what do we learn? So we got a product, right? Our product is to sell iPhone covers. I want to hear what mindset, because all I give a shit about is making a commission off of selling. I've got the best network marketing company that has iPhone covers on there, man. I got to sell them. So let's find out how Eric Worre's concept of mindset is going to help me sell more network marketing company iPhones.
Unless you change how you think, there will be a limit on what you can earn. Let me say that again. Unless you change how you think,
right,
there's going to be a limit to how much you can earn.
So what am I supposed to change my thinking from? I can't grasp that. This is the stuff that we need to change in the business. How about this? Hey, listen, come up with a solid number. You want to make 10 grand a month? Okay, let's do the math to find out how many units you need to sell in order to make 10 grand for a profit. Your mindset. Unless you change how you think, you're not going to fortune cookie. This is always fortune cookie content.
So,
yeah, there's a golden nugget.
What needs to happen here? What's the biggest important part of this? First thing I will tell you, it's all about you.
Oh, dear God.
Stop looking outside. This is a mindset thing. Stop looking outside for people to be able to do things for you, provide things for you, care for you, and you make the decision. You get the coaching. You get the training. You seek the answers. You take the step. How
about telling them what training to get? Sales training, pitch training, presentation training, closing training, objection handling training, product training from your company, history of the industry training, revenue generation training. How much did the industry make last year? What are the top companies' trainings? What are their projected training? What are the lawsuits and how has that been affected in the industry training? There's a lot of training you need. Mindset, all about you. Trust me. I'm a hair away from being a narcissist. I am all about me. What does this mindset have to do with me making more money? Guys, these are things you need to be aware of in this industry.
Invest in yourself. You take charge.
Oh.
Okay? And the biggest part of this,
I'll interrupt them again. Take charge. This is what I have a problem with this in this industry. This industry comes across a lot of single mothers or housewives or a lot of older women, and you're asking them to take charge. That's a masculine energy. So now, mindset, how are you going to teach women masculine leadership attributes in a sales industry when it's so oversaturated thanks to social media? Everyone is selling something. How are you going to teach that about, your mindset? You got to invest in you. No, that's some serious role play. That's some serious dictionary time and thesaurus time. And that's some serious cadence time and inflectuation time and teaching people how to tell stories, how to talk, how to raise your voice and captivate them, and then to bring it back down to sell a point. There's a lot of training that needs to be done in this. And this is why when you guys watch these videos, you need to be cognizant about they're only going to always tell you the surface stuff it's confirmation bias. Yeah, I need to invest in me. What does that mean? So let's continue.
is letting go of an employee
This is one of my favorites. Letting go of an employee mindset.
letting go of employee thinking.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing that you need to understand. Most people have been taught to think like an employee since they were 2 years old. Their family told them what to do, when to do it, when to go to bed, what to eat.
Here's the thing. I am an employee still with the company. I'm an independent contractor. I don't sell what the company makes. I don't get paid. I am an employee of the company. Why is that such a bad thing? Why? I appreciate and embrace, and I've taught the mindset of being a business owner. When you flip that switch, now all of a sudden you start looking at this industry differently. I still do look at this as, I own my own independent contracting business for a bigger company. I'm a franchise in my mind, right? It's great. Then I start looking at things. I have more, it gives more pride for me, but still at the end of the day, I'm responsible for bringing in numbers for the company I work for. So I don't know why we vilify an employee mindset. It's okay to be an employee. You are going to sit there and have a standard, because sometimes that pressure from the upline and the company, it's going to make you work better too. When you are beholden on others, wow, you actually feel a sense of responsibility. When I bring people in, that's the biggest mindset too that I can't say with network marketing. You bring people in, you're there, that's your company. You're their employee. I may be their upline and I benefit off of what they bring in or what I help them bring in, but I work for them. I'm a slave to them. If I have 100 people on my team, I have to work for them nonstop, or they don't make money and I don't make money. They get pissed at me. They go away online and start bitching about, I can't tell you how many people backstab Jessie Lee Ward after making a ton of money from her name. And she worked for them, with them. So you're always going to be an employee for the people you serve. Have that mindset. It's okay to have it.
Eat, stop hitting your sister, or there'd be consequences. And we learn to live in that box. And then we go into school, and that's an employee-minded environment. That is not an entrepreneurial environment. It's an employee-minded environment. School is,
you're always working.
Education. I'm a huge.
You're always working and you're always serving someone. If employee mindset bothers you, you better think of being a servant. We serve the company by being great representatives for them. We serve the people that we bring in by being great mentors for them, great trainers for them, great salespersons for them. And we serve the people that we sell to by advocating a product, standing by the product, having integrity in ourselves. You are a servant. If you don't want to have an employee mindset, mine's a servant mindset. I loved being a servant when I was in retail, the bar and nightclub industry. I loved being a public servant. I still am. Serving others is one of my favorite damn things on the planet. So I'm an employee and I'm fine with that.
Space. You've got to rewire your mind. You've got to change the way you think. You have to start thinking like an entrepreneur.
I do. You're fine, Eric. Let's keep going.
And let me tell you something. Entrepreneurs think different. They just think different. They don't think like employees at all. They don't look at things the way employees do. They don't. If you think of the word work.
Well, maybe we need more employees in network marketing to be successful and less entrepreneurs. Less entrepreneurial mindset people who think that the word entrepreneur means you don't have to work that much. I am going to advocate that if you get in this industry, you become more of an employee mindset, you become more of a servant mindset, and let's have more people working the industry instead of lying and selling a pipe dream that will never happen. Let's focus on serving others, working for others, getting back to the root of recruiting skills, sales skills, pitch presentation, objection handling, value presentation, and serving and following up with others and making sure needs are met. I'm all about changing the network marketing industry into being servants and employees.
For most people, the word work is a 4-letter word. It's just like, oh, it's something to get away from. Thank God it's Friday. No, I can't go have fun.
I'm going to jump ahead here.
Week off. And then an employee-minded person will give you 2 weeks of their time before they, right? Okay? So thinking like an entrepreneur. It's all about you, letting go of employee thinking like an entrepreneur.
Think like a servant, think like an employee. I'm fine with that.
Let me give you a word that some people don't like. The word is obsession. Take anybody who's ever changed the world. Anybody who's ever done anything powerful.
You have to, and he's right on this one. If you look at C.T. Fletcher, he's one of the fitness influencer that exploded online because of his strong personality, and social media finally gave a place for him to be him and not what the cookie cutter muscle magazines and videos presented when I was a kid. I couldn't believe it was the same man, the same C.T. Fletcher I saw in the 80s and the 90s. I was like, oh my God, this is him online. That's the real him. He's obsessed with weightlifting. He's obsessed with that. There are certain skills I'm obsessed in when it comes down to defensive tactics, martial arts, folk style wrestling. I'm obsessed with developing my skill, even at 50 years old. Law enforcement, I'm obsessed with changing the culture and talking about the proper tactics and use of force and application of the formula of Miranda on scene with people. I'm obsessed with how to change that culture. With network marketing, yeah, you have to be obsessed, and it's hard. I'm not obsessed with selling. But the days that I'm like, man, I sold friggin' 20 orders today. I started at friggin' 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I was going nonstop to 11 o'clock. I was obsessed. And those are obsessed with goals. So I am not somebody who has a big obsession with certain things. With network marketing, I'm obsessed with changing the industry. But within it, I'm not obsessed with selling the product, recruiting. I have to set things for goals for me. That's the entrepreneur I am, right? These are the hurdles I have. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be obsessed with, I found somebody on my team they outrank me, and I don't want that to happen. I'm obsessed with the challenge. I'm obsessed with the competition. I'm obsessed with I'm obsessed with seeing my name on the corporation's website by saying, Dominic Izzo hit the highest goal for this month. I'm obsessed with that. It's narcissism. So if you're going to be obsessed with something, you have to be okay with being narcissistic in attaining your goal. There's nothing wrong with that. So with he's talking about this, that's right.
Anybody who's ever done anything amazing, they have a level of obsession to be able to help others. They have a level of obsession to be able to make an impact in the world.
To be known, to be recognized, to have accolades, to say, holy crap, I can't believe you did that. To walk across the stage and get your status award and hit your highest rank and have the rest of the company go, oh, you did it. You have to be obsessed with the light being shown on you. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're in a culture where we vilify that, while everybody who capitalizes off of it is extremely successful.
Hard work.
Hard work is anything. Kung Fu, of which I teach, the definition of Kung Fu is skill developed through hard work. Repetition is the mother of all skill. He puts confidence down on this. I talk about a belief system. So going back to hard work, yes, you have to work repetitiously. You have to, it's a volume game. But again, don't half-ass it. Don't fake it. If you do 300 calls in a month, your 300th call, this is the challenge, should be just as much energy and passion and focus as your first call. So you can't be, hi, John, yeah, I'm calling you because I want to pitch you. Dude, you have to treat these people like fucking respect with every single call that you do. Give them the same amount of energy. So take time, take your breaks. Confidence is so easy. Learn your skill. Learn your skill. It blows me away how people don't talk about confidence. Think about driving a car. I don't know what your status is. I've been driving a car since I was 15 years old. I'm 50. I have supreme confidence in driving a car. I can drive down I-90 in Chicago in rush hour traffic with my knee driving the steering wheel, texting with my right hand, eating a burger with my left, using my peripheral vision to navigate the potholes and the traffic and all this stuff. I have supreme confidence. When a new driver will freak out, death grip the wheel, white knuckle it, pause, hit the brakes all the time, this and that. It's the same thing. That's the more that you know how to define pyramid scam, how to handle the objections. Oh, you're just trying to recruit me and sell me. The more you are confident in this industry because you've studied it and you know it, the more you're going to be driving and navigating with ease all those road bumps and potholes and things falling off the back of the trunks and people jamming on their brakes. It's extremely easy. The more you know what this business is because you've studied it, your confidence is going to increase because you've applied it. You've messed up, you screwed up, all this, and the more you apply it, the more that it's going to be like, oh my gosh, this is great. So confidence comes from knowing your industry, applying it, messing it up, correcting the behavior, correcting the terminology, correcting the presentation, doing it again, hard work over and over and over again. So that's very, very easy.
And dedicate yourself whatsoever. Pitching people, this is a place for learning. The other thing I will tell you is this, and I'll remind you a couple times. I told you, before we get into skills, we're going to get to skills in one moment. My heart is to help you go through the levels of success inside of the network marketing profession.
Yeah, they're not going to go through the levels. They never do. You have to pay them for it, and you're paying them for confirmation bias. You're paying them for, you're not paying them for the role play. I mean, sit down. Show me a level of improvement. Videotape or audio tape your conversations. Ready? Pitch me. Hi, Dominic. I have this part of this script I'm reading. You got a script, right? I'm trying to sell you my product, and I really want to. Are you busy today? And then see where you're at and how long it takes. 5 weeks, 5 days, 5 months, 5 years of Dominic. How are you? Listen, I slid in your DMs. You don't know me. I want to find out what you do for a profession. I have a network. It's substantial. I want to be able to introduce people to what I do. But before I do that, I want to find out what you do and see if there's any way I could wind up serving your need. I don't know if you have a business that needs to be advertised or if you have something that needs to be put out online, and I could share it for you. But I'm looking to earn your trust just to pitch you. 5 minutes. I want to talk to you. And if I can sell you, great. And if not, I'm going to ask you for a referral. You're going to find as time goes on that your confidence, if you don't have people who are willing to do that with you and practice with you or even tell you, hey, listen, we've been doing this for 5 years. You're not cut out for this. Stop it. Go away. I function extremely well off of negative reinforcement. I am that person who you'll never make $1 million a month. You'll never buy a 92-foot Benetti yacht. You'll never tell me that. That's how I function. You suck at this. I function extremely well off negative reinforcement. That's why I don't interact with my uplines ever. I don't like the positive reinforcement. You're loved. We love you. Oh my God, you're so good at this. I believe in you. I hate that crap. That turns my stomach, and it just doesn't resonate with me. So find out what resonates with you and pursue it.
Check out that experience. Let's move on from mindset to skills. And in this 1 hour training, I'm not going to be able to give you exactly how to master all the skills because that's a process, right?
I'm going to jump ahead and see what he writes down. All right. So he's got finding prospects, inviting, presenting, follow-up, closing, getting people started, promoting events. Very, very simple. Finding prospects, you have two markets, a warm market and a cold market. And I've done that on this. I've done several videos on those. Warm market is the friends and family. Don't ever do them. And if you do them, don't ever think you're going to get a sale. I've got many videos on that. You should be using them for the measure of your level of ability as time goes on, meaning You want to pitch to Uncle John and say, listen, I'm not about to sell you, but I want to pitch to you because I want to hear how shitty this is. Because 6 months from now, when we're at Christmas dinner and you're going, hey, how's that little pyramid scam of yours going? I want to be able to say, hey, listen, I'm making an extra $200 a month and I got a long way to go, right? And here's my pitch is improved. You want your biggest trolls and your biggest critics just watching you and say, listen, don't buy anything from me today because I don't want to ruin our relationship. I don't want to ruin our friendship, but just keep an eye on me. Because down the road, I'm hoping to earn your trust enough to go, hey, listen, my friend Dominic over there, he actually teaches MLM, and I think you were joining a team. Dude, go check him out. He's actually been doing this for a long time, and he has integrity, and he's pretty damn good. And I've watched him fail and improve. So, but that's them. Cold market. Do not ever do the whole relatability where you slide in somebody's DMs. Hey, Susie, I saw that you're into bass fishing. I'm into bass fishing. That's awesome. How long have you been doing that? Really? That's great. Yeah. No. Hey, so listen, I've got an opportunity for you. You sound like shit. Cold market. I've got a very easy methodology for cold market. Don't lie. Hey, Susie, listen, I don't know you. And I'm sliding in your DMs. I want to know what you do because I want to I want to use my network and the people I know to see if there's anything I can help with what you need or what you want because I want something in return. I want your business. I want to sell you on my product, but I'm not even going to remotely do that yet unless I can prove to you first that I have value. So what do you need? What does your household need? What does your business need? Because maybe I can connect somebody with you. You know that thing that everyone has in network marketing? They have that memory jogger. I was talking to somebody today in the industry who's very high up in this industry, and I'm like, we use the memory jogger the wrong way. Why is it that you have who's an electrician you know, who's a pastor you know, who's a dentist you know, who's a car mechanic you know, and there's like literally 500 people on one page, and it's meant to jog your memory? Why are we looking to sell all those people a product instead of looking to get those people business? Hey, who needs a dentist out there? Who needs a mechanic out there? Who needs a lawn maintenance guy? Who needs an electrician? Who needs a website designer? And when you show those people on your memory jogger that you're working for them too, and you're connecting a bridge, we use it the wrong way. So cold market is far more, don't lie, be very direct. I want your business. It's as simple as that. What can I do to get it? Keep it simple. Don't ever lie. Inviting. Yes. Inviting is not, I can't stand the tactics. If I will you. Hey, Susie, if I send you a video, will you watch it? Susie can go, no. Now what? I don't like the whole, the arbitrarily sending it either with text message. It's like, hey, Susie, this is how I do it all the time. Susie, I'm trying to be top of my company and I want to sell my stuff more than anybody else. I think there's an incentive. You might like it. And I tell the incentive that they may like based on who they are. I want you to watch a video. I'm going to send it to you. I want you to block off time. It's X amount of minutes, and I'm going to call and follow up. I didn't ask. I told. I want you to watch this video. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to block off time. I will follow up, and then I want to hear everything you have. I want you to hit me with every objection you have of why you won't give your business because I'm going to show you how much value I have, and I'm going to get your business regardless. That's where the confidence comes from because I know my business, I know my craft, I know my product, I know my industry. Follow up. Yeah. I always present this. Cindy, listen, I'm going to call a follow up. Do me a favor as a professional courtesy. Just don't blow me off. I know how it is. You know, I've been in this industry long enough where we hound people. Hey, listen, just try to see if you saw that video. And then you don't want to pick up the phone and you don't want to reject me. If you are not interested, fine. Give me the professional courtesy of I'm going to call you back today, tomorrow, whenever. If you're not interested, just say it flat out. Hey, listen, I didn't watch it. Hey, listen, I don't have time. I'm not interested. Just tell me you're not interested. That's it. I want to keep a good relationship between us, and I would appreciate you showing me that respect. Learn to say that. Closing comes on the objections that they give you. Their wife, they're this, they're that, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate that. I'm looking to make a sale. Oh, my wife handles the money. What can I do to speak to her to get her on board? And I tell people all the time, there's not one objection you're going to throw at me that I'm going to accept. Unless you just say, listen, it's personal. I don't want to do this. You're rubbing me the wrong way. That makes sense because that's an innate human designed feeling we have when we're feeling pressured. When people feel manipulated, different story. Money, time, effort. I don't have the time. Great. This industry is probably not for you. I have to think about it. You do. Tell me what you have to think about, because I want to hear what you really are going to say no over, so I can give you an objection handling to it. I want to overcome your objection. Literally, there's not one thing you could say. Here's the cost. It's financially in your budget. I told you about the time I'm going to do. You just tell me. If you're not feeling, if I'm pressuring you too much, maybe you don't like me, whatever it is, I want to find out what the root of it is, because at the end of it, I want you to feel good about severing this and not feeling awkward. And then move on. Handling objections through closing is the easiest damn thing in the world. And then you'll learn he who talks first dies first. If you pitch and you close and you do whatever, and it's this amount of time, this amount of money, excellent. All right, I want to enroll you today. Tell me your thoughts. Say shit. Don't say shit. If it's 5 minutes silence, it's a battle of wills. I will not speak for 5 minutes. You want to go 10 minutes? I'll put the phone on speaker. I'll start making my food. I don't care. The longest I went with somebody was I think it was 4 minutes, and they're not saying a word. No, I just swiped up my app and I started playing, not Candy Crush, but something else on my phone until they spoke. Getting people started. If you are not willing to spend as much time as needed on somebody, and if I don't care if they're the same question over and over and over and over again, get out of the business. Hey, listen, I just bought this. When's it coming? Let me check tracking. Hey, I just bought this. How do I take this? Let's go over the instructions. Hey, you need to reaffirm. You ever seen, what was the movie? Dave, where Kevin Kline is a doppelganger for the president and this and that. There's a scene in it where he's trying to cut the budget, and he starts with car manufacturing that was spending X amount of $620,000 or $625 million, whatever it was, $1 million a year on campaign ads that helped to bolster people's confidence in an American car industry. And they're like, wait, you want to tell people, you want to run commercials to help people be more satisfied about cars they already bought? Cut that from the budget. No, I think you should. I think you need to sit there and find the proper channel of somebody who became a customer of yours. Go above and beyond. Hey, I know you just bought this product from me. What else do you need from me? How can I serve you? Go above and beyond. Get people started. And promoting events, I'm not about that life. I don't care. I'll do Zooms. I'll do presentations. I am not an entertainer. I'm not a used car salesman. The events are what we do to get people in the door so other people can sell. That's down the road. That's not a stage I focus on in my network marketing career currently. I may reevaluate that later on. Let's move on.
Okay.
See what else he has to do.
Nice work, Kathy. You're sitting with any of these numbers. So if you have a score below to before, think about like a plumbing apprentice and what the plumbing apprentice has to go through in order to be able to become a master plumber or a master electrician or whatever. They got to master a couple skills. They got to really crush it in order to be able to step out inside of. And I'm not making a claim for you, but I will tell you generally this. If you'll get yourself to 7 or above on these skills inside of network marketing, you're working with a reputable company with a good product that you believe in, you never have to worry about cash flow for the rest of your life.
Yeah, you do. That's a lie. Yes, you do, because you have to worry about the people underneath you who are going to be duplicating the same process, because like in my specific company, I have to get X amount of people to my level to hit that FU money status. That's a lot of work. That is an insane amount of personal development. That is and it's a small number. It's a very small number. But the amount of work you put into it, great. But then what happens when that person drops off? Because they're not having the same duplicatable success you do. Because you weren't willing to sit there, well, I raised X amount of people up. Well, now you got to do it all for them times X amount of people. So let's just say you have to raise up 10 people. And then each one of them hit that status. You have to raise them up to 10 people. Do the math, then the compounding math. You never stop working. So I completely disagree with him on that. If that was the case, Eric Worre would still be in network marketing today. He's not. He teaches network marketing. To my knowledge, he's not. And I'm not ripping on him. I want to get a lot more in-depth into network marketing and the truths and the reality of it, and get rid of the flash and the grab and the emotionalism.
You never have to worry about bills for the rest of your life. You really don't.
Yeah, you do. You always will. And if you're not, that's irresponsible.
But if you focus on luck and timing and positioning like I did for my first 3 years, and you don't master these things,
luck has nothing to do with it. Timing, it's not timing for you, it's timing for other people. And then positioning, yeah, you always are positioning. You're always angling yourself to serve others. Serve others. Constantly improve yourself to serve others. That's the name of this game.
then guess what? You have to keep worrying. You have to keep worrying about cash flow. You have to keep worrying about paying the bills. You put the same amount of effort that you're putting into your video games, into those simple little freaking skills. If you watch my...
All those skills that he just mentioned too are subjective. They're subjective. That's the problem I have. You have to teach people how to talk to people. And then we don't ever talk about like tonality. You could have the greatest scriptwriter in the planet. When it comes, you can go to Eric Worre. You can go steal one of Jesse Lee Ward's. It's probably still up online. Read the script. If your tonality isn't genuine and the proper inflections in your voice and the delivery and the timing, and you haven't practiced that, and you don't know, like I tell people all the time, not only do you need to watch training videos, Jordan Belfort, Oren Clough, go get your inspirational stuff, Dan Pena, any other person who's going to motivate you. You need to pay attention to stand-up comedians. Stand-up comedians are the single greatest salespersons in the world because they have to captivate your attention. They're there to entertain you and they plant seeds. The greatest comedian in the history of the world, some people will say Richard Pryor, I say is George Carlin. George Carlin. I grew up on him. I was heavily influenced by his delivery of information through storytelling. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. Bill Cosby, master storyteller. It's all people who have an ability to tell a story and they influence, not manipulate. So those are the skill sets you need to develop.
Son, play Fortnite. He is on. If you saw my life right now, I'm going to give you people to just be what it is that we do. And in every company's next convention, and it can change
your systems.
How I would describe this position system. Other times it's just direct talking to them about the business. But those people funnel into.
Yeah, don't worry about this, especially if this is information overload. You need to learn how to sell the product that your company has. That's it. You sell the company, your company has. When you get good at that, don't worry. So many of you people out there have this hard on to get in and then get two people underneath you immediately. Don't do that, because while you're still trying to master selling the product for your company, which you don't even know yet, and somebody comes in underneath you and you're like, well, I haven't made any money yet. They're like, what? What? Master selling the product or service first. Give yourself, I don't care if it's 6 months. I don't care if it's 3 months. I don't care if it's a year. Give yourself a considerable amount of time to learn to sell the product first on your own. When you should start recruiting, in my opinion, when you start recruiting, you should not start to recruit until you don't have to do third-party calls anymore. Otherwise, my God, you're jumping on hot coals all over the place. You've got to worry about this customer, then that rep, then that rep's customer, then that rep's customer. It's too much. That's why people fail. Like, I've been in this for 2 months. It's a scam. I worked 2 hours a month at it. I didn't make any money. What did you do? No discipline, no structure, no knowledge of how to pitch, present, close, objection handle, serve others. These are all things you need to look at before you're going to get in this industry. I want to change the network marketing industry, and you could watch this video on your own, and you're going to hear that everything that Eric says in these trainings are always subjective. They're open to interpretation. You need to invest in yourself. What does that mean? How about this? Look better, dress better, go to the gym and be fit so that it affects your serotonin level in your brain, so that it actually builds your confidence, so you have pride. Accept a little bit of narcissism and be happy with yourself, and be kind. Never be nice. Never be nice. Always be kind. Always be kind. Being nice will get you walked on. You will plead for a sale and you will fail. Learn your industry. I'm in whatever you're in. You're in the one of the original ones, right? Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it anymore. You're in Isogenics, or you're in, oh my God, why can't I think of it right now? The one that Herbalife, Amway, yeah, and those are great companies to still get involved with. I would not get involved with a brand new company that's ground floor. I wouldn't. They will be closed inside of 3 years. Watch. I would go to the one of the staple ones, because people drop out of them all the time. The turnover rate's just successful. And anybody who says, you're at the top of the company, it's saturated, that's such a lie. I love when network marketers go, if everybody in the network marketing got 2 people, the planet would be all enrolled in it. Problem is, people come in, they leave. You're always expecting that means everybody does the exact same amount and rate of work and has the exact same success all the time. You could try to pitch 3 people tomorrow and you get striked out on all 3. I can have them all one afternoone. So that's a lie. It's a lie. I would get involved in one of the established companies out there. They have good reputation. Melaleuca, company I'm with, is none of those. Get involved with an established company and learn inside and out. Who's the CEO? What did they do last year? What were their numbers? It's your job. Don't treat it like it's your business. Treat it like it's your job. Start there. Have that mindset, because you'll have more pride in it. Wow, I work for somebody. This is good. Be productive. Guarantee you, the more productive you are, your company's going to know who you are. And then lastly, it's always this servant mindset. Servant mindset. How you look, how you present yourself, how you educate yourself, how you pitch, how you deliver, your intentions, your discipline, but serve. Always serve. If you're going to get involved with network marketing, MLM, multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, in this year or wherever else you're at on this, serve. Very simple. I would also do this. I'll tell you this flat out. There's 2 videos I think you should watch off the bat. The first one is John Oliver. John Oliver did on MLM, and he purposely attacked Herbalife like crazy. And watch and go read all the comments. If you are easily manipulated and influenced, you'll jump out of the business today. It's a perfect way to filter somebody out of the business right there. Go watch John Oliver's. You'll be, oh my God, you'll see all the negative stories, and you'll drop out of the business. You'll be like, you'll have self-doubt, right? The second video watch, if you get past that, is Patrick Bet-David from Valuetainment did a response video to John Oliver explaining what network marketing is. That view, I think John Oliver's has 30 million views. Patrick Bet-David's may have 1 million view, because people don't get that far. The industry is nothing more than selling a product and then influencing people to work with you, under you, for you, whatever you want to say, to sell more product. That's all it is. That's all it is. I don't know why we make such a big deal about this, or why so many people are heartbroken, have to say it's a scam. It's because human nature. It's because we have a lot of horrible, manipulative, vile human beings who've been involved in this industry that can't answer a simple question. What's network marketing? Sales. I sell a product and I get 100% commission for it. And then for all the people who are on my team, I get a percentage of what they sell. So pretty much I'm selling for them because they're not very good at it. So that's what this industry is. There's my number, 708-982-0974, 708-982-0974. Text me, call me. I don't care who you're with. I don't care what competing company you're with. I want to help you. Of course, I'm going to try to recruit you. Absolutely. Of course, I'm going to try to sell you. Absolutely. But I want to provide value, and I want to find out what I can do for you and serve you first. And hopefully this video was a service. Hopefully this video was a value. Hopefully you're going into now network marketing. What do I need to do? Learn what the business is. Ask a ton of questions. And if the person that is trying to recruit you does not take the time to answer all your questions to the fullest of your satisfaction, don't join. But give me a call, because I will. Guys, have a great night. I'll see you in the next video.